Yo, what's up? Welcome to episode 32, I believe. Let's just get started. There's a small celebration when Liang returns to level 7. Of course there is. She came back alive, and Genha dealt a major blow to the army. Of course the terrorist would celebrate that. I'm hailed as a hero. I hate it. I sink into myself to escape what's going on in the terrorist hideout. When I close my eyes, I can still see Akira's last moments and hear Minori's words. They can't be dead. Please. I don't know. It was bad luck. It wasn't my fault. People die on the battlefield. Excuses float through my head, and none of them are convincing. And whatever the excuse might be, I'm still the only one who survived. Genha looks into Finge sympathy. Seeing him just reminds me that Kaira and Yosuke are dead. I wish I could punch him, but I can't. As much as I hate to admit it, I wouldn't be alive right now if it were not for him. He laughs like a lunatic. Every rumor I heard about him being a lunatic was true. Or maniac, my bad. He focuses in on me and starts talking like a snake. I lose my temper and yell at him, but he doesn't seem bothered at all. Okay, dude. What are you, gay? He almost in a trance as he talks. I don't understand how somebody could be this twisted. Or he's almost in a trance as he talks. My bad. Oh, fucking that's right. He still has a Yannick active. I completely forgot about that. There's nothing to be said to this monster. I get up to leave. That's right, he took her prisoner. I had completely forgotten about her while I was thinking about Akira, Yosuke, and Kaira. Oh shit, I also kind of forgot about that too. Until I mentioned it like a minute ago. He cheerfully leaves. What? Oh, okay. I guess we were in cyberspace. Still. I return to my thoughts. Liang peeks in.
おかえり。なんかひどい顔だね。何かあったの？
あ、まあな。
Was she waiting for me to log out? I don't feel like explaining what happened with, and just take a drink.
そうだよな。当たり前だよな。辛い顔しててもさ。
She mutters, looking a little shaken too. It must also be bothering her that Akira died saving her.
ごめんよ。私さえ捕虜にならなきゃ。アキラだって。
リャンが悪いんじゃない。きっと誰も悪くない。悔しいけど、そういう運命だったんだよ。
だといいんだけど。
She's looking at me with misty eyes. Her lips are trembling as she tries to say something.
どうしたんだ、リャン。
あのな。
まさか、リャン。
I stare in amazement. She looks down. Charinge?
ごめん。また忘れた。
Okay, talk about a fucking music change. Jesus,
物覚え
dude.
が悪いのは本人のせいじゃないけどさ。
またバカにしたな。私だって好きで忘れているんじゃないんだぞ。
だったらせめて思い出そうと努力しろよ。
トムラ。
誰だよそれ。
トイレ。
Really?
行ってこい。大きい方か小さい方か。
She karate chops me in the head.
バカ。女の子になんてことを聞くんだトール。
Really?
ちゃんと言えるじゃないか。
うん。叩いたら思い出した。
She smiles happily, having completely forgotten how this started. All I could do is sigh.
これからは名前を忘れたらトールの頭を叩くことにしようか。
やめてくれ。これ以上俺の肉体に負荷をかけるな。ただでさえこの前重いもの担いで走り回ったおかげで筋肉痛が。
Her fist is moving before I can even finish. For a moment, I see stars.
重くて悪かったな。どうせ私は筋肉質だよ。
そんなこと誰も言ってないだろ。
By the time I can see clearly again, she's staring right at me, completely depressed.
ごめんよ。素直にお礼が言いたかっただけなのに。やっぱり私ってすごいバカだ。
I regained my composure too. I am feeling a little better after that, as dumb as it was.
いいよ。気にするなよ。おかげでちょっと気が楽になったよ。
だといいけど。私、バカだからうまく言えないけど、本当にトールに感謝してるんだ。あいつらにあのまま責められてたら、もう半日も持たなかった。そんな気がしてならないんだ。
She holds herself and trembles. Looking at her now, there's no trace of the usual fierce girl.
痛感したよ。私も女なんだって。それが本当に悔しかった。あのままいたずらされることを考えただけでもう怖くて辛くて悲しくて本当に死んじゃいたかったんだ。
Her trembling isn't stopping. I put my hands on her shoulders and she puts hers on mine.
だけどそんな瞬間にトールが助けに来てくれて涙が出るくらい嬉しかったよ。
She looks up into my eyes. The dim light reflects off the tears in them.
私多分弱虫になっちゃった。 今でもあの時のことを考えると怖くて、気がつくとトールのことを考えちゃっているんだ。バカだよ、今さら普通の女の子みたいに。本当に私ってバカだよ。
She smiles through her tears. It makes my heart ache. I keep betraying my friends and then watching them die, but there's a woman who needs me anyway. I hug her close and tight.
トール、
本当にバカだな。リャンだって普通の可愛い女の子のくせに。
She squirms in my arms, her face right next to mine, blushes deep red.
おい、恥ずかしいよ。変だよ、抱きついたりして。相手は私なんだぞ。
Why?
リャンだから抱きついているんだよ。
I put my hand on her cheek. She's flushed and hot. Her breath tickles my neck.
どうして？私なんてガサツでバカで。
だけど可愛くて仕方がないんだ。バカでガサツなリャンのことが。
可愛い。そんなことを言ってくれるのトールだけだ。
Her lips open slightly. I kiss her. It's just a light kiss. Our lips barely touch, but she looks like she's on cloud 9.
このまま抱きしめさせてくれ。でないと俺も。
I hug her as tight as I can, trying to forget the pain. I feel like holding her right now will let me forget everything else.
いいよ。トールがそうしたいなら。
She puts her arms around me. We fall down on the cushions on the floor in each other's arms.
いったったた、たま。
She suddenly yells and leaps back up to her feet.
リャン
She's rubbing her butt with tears in her eyes.
あのメギツネめ。
What?
どうしたんだ一体。
あいつらがあんなことするからお尻がまだ痛くて。
Oh, yeah, they whipped her. She keeps squirming and rubbing her butt in frustration. I burst out laughing.
笑うなよ。本当に痛いんだからな。風呂に入るのも一苦労なんだぞ。
悪い。ごめん。つい。
I choke down my laughter and gently lead her down next to me again, this time on her side.
くそ、あのメギツネ。いつか同じ目に合わせてやる。
ああ。その時は手伝うよ。
I gently stroke her hair as she fumes.
悔しくて眠れないよ。きっと。
大丈夫。きっと1時間もすればすやすや寝息を立てているよ。
そんなことないよ。絶対に。
Okay, sleep tight. Sleep tight, Liang. Very soon, she's fast asleep.
1時間どころか1分も持たなかったな。
I pass into dreams as well. I can tell that I'm asleep, but it must be a lucid dream. The sun is coming in through the leaves. I'm with a girl. She's squeezing my hand tight.
もう泣くなよ。これからもずっと一緒に暮らせるんだから。
本当なの？お兄ちゃん。
当然だよ。僕たちはたった2人の家族なんだからさ。
お兄ちゃん。
I was trying to comfort her, but she's crying again. I stand there, confused and petrified. I wake up from my nap, still drowsy. That felt like an old memory, but I have no idea what it was. Someone's actually crying. I quickly wake up in surprise.
Liang.
She's crying next to me, rubbing her eyes like a little girl.
どこなの？
どこって、リャン、まさか。
It's the same thing that happened before. Did she have another attack?
わからない。何もわからない。怖い。怖いよ。
She's about to panic any second. I take a deep breath and calm down, and take both of her arms in mine.
大丈夫。怖くないから。すぐにみんな思い出すから。
本当なの？トール。
ほら見ろ。俺の名前は覚えているじゃないか。
本当だ。私ちゃんとトールの名前を覚えてる。
Her voice becomes more steady as she recovers. She looks around in a daze.
だったら大丈夫だ。今日はもうお休み。いや。
うん。でもなんか怖い。
大丈夫だって。俺が横にずっといるから。
きっとだよ。
She reluctantly, wow, I can't pronounce that right now. Reluctantly lies down and closes her eyes.
絶対に手を離さないでね。トール。
Soon she's asleep again. As I look down at her innocent sleeping face, I remember what Tachibana Reka said.
困るのよね。せっかく取り返した実験体なのに。
Wait,
他の3人もテロリストになってるとか。
subject back. Are the other 3 terrorists too? You know, I didn't really pay much attention to that line in the previous episode. Or previous, when was it? Yeah, previous episode. I haven't uploaded it yet, but yeah. But yeah, other 3 terrorists too. I completely ignored that line. What? Other 3 terrorists. So it would be like Akira. I actually have no fucking idea. It took me so long to get my subject back. What did she mean when she called Liang her subject? And what's the truth behind Liang's attacks? What do I still not know? Unless there's like, okay, Akira got fucked over with the brain chip. Is Liang fucked over from the brain chip? Maybe Genha too? So maybe that's who she's trying to refer? But who will be the third guy? Or third person? Can't be Toru, right? Or... Nah, I can't be. There's Liane too, as well as the dream I just had. There's too many things going through my head right now.
くそ。考えても仕方がないことばかりじゃないか。
I pulled the blanket over my head and forced myself back to sleep. No more dreams come that night. The next morning, I wake up to the sound of sirens.
なんだ?
Terrorists are running around. Kuwon sees me and calls out.
すまんが起きてくれ。また中継基地が襲撃された。
こんな朝っぱらからかよ。
I rub the sleep from my eyes and throw my clothes on. Liang's nowhere to be seen.
前と同じだ。中継地点の情報を消去するまでの間、時間を稼いでくれればいい。
了解
I don't get any time to think about it. It's straight back to the front lines. No, maybe this is best. If I'm fighting, I don't have the time to think about anything else. Lance is ready for use. Alright, any other weapons?
もらったいけそこだもらった
No.
嫌
Alright.
いやがれそこだ
Didn't we unlock a new thing?
これで終わりだ
Alright, cool.
ステッペンウルフをなめんじゃ
Actually,
ね
I think that's new.
えこれで終わりだ
And that also looks very interesting.
ステッペンウルフをなめんじゃねえステッペンウルフをなめんじゃね
They both about do the
えこれで終わり
same.
だこれで終わりだ
Thing is, this is close range.
ステッペンウルフをなめんじゃ
I'm
ね
just gonna keep the
え
missiles, honestly. Alright, dive.
どれぐらい持たせればいいんだクーオン
Oh, bro, Bachelor?
3分だ
I don't know, every
Something
time I
like
hear this, I immediately think of Bachelor.
嫌い
3
やがれ
minutes?
そこだもらった
No, seriously, where is Bachelor? We've, like, halfway through the game right now.
嫌いやがれ
And we know very little about Bachelor.
野郎倍にして返すぜ
They're really gonna have to wait until, like, the last fucking one. Oh, well, whatever.
もらった
Missed. God damn it. That did no damage.
もら
Oh.
ったいけ嫌いやがれ
Man, I hate this fucking narrow area.
これで終わりだ
Oh, cool.
いけいけそこだこれで終わりだ嫌いやがれ
Jesus.
もらった
This area sucks.
そこだ嫌いやがれそこだいけ そこだ いけいけ
Okay.
嫌いやがれ
Got him. Miss. This is annoying.
そこだ
Has it been like 3 minutes already?
終わりだ嫌いやがれそこだ
Why are you running? God damn it.
もらった嫌いやがれステッペンウルフをなめんじゃねえいけそこだ
Ah, fuck. Damn.
よしご苦労だった
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those things
引き
unlock
上げてくれ
things.
トール
了解
If you manage to clear them all out. Too bad I'm playing fucking hard.
やられたよ軍基地の襲撃
Wait, don't imply this
連中
shit.
も我々に対し本腰を上げたようだな
Don't be like, oh, you didn't do it. Bad end. You know, I keep assuming that shit, but really, that's just Baldr Sky's issue on the earlier routes, I believe. And then they stopped doing it, and then so far here, I haven't really experienced anything bullshit like that. Unless it's the instant game over mine. When I return, and go to the war room, Kuon is waiting with his somber expression.
1枚ずつ薄皮を剥がされているって感じだな。この分じゃ中継基地が全滅するのも近いんじゃないか。
そうだな。
He doesn't deny it, but sighs. Fudo may be the best armed terrorist groups, but compared to the VSS or the army, they're still tiny.
まあ、私とてむざむざ蹂躙されるのを待っているつもりはない。
God damn, when are we just gonna go attack Genha? Because, you know,
もう休んでくれ、トール。
he's the one spying for the fucking VSS.
ああ。
I leave.
また兵隊を殺しちゃったな。
As the adrenaline rush of the battle wears off, the guilty thoughts return. I didn't have a choice. It was them or me. No matter how I try to convince myself, the darkness inside me won't go away.
そういえば、リャンはどこに行ったのかな。
If I'm alone, I'll spiral to a dark place. I begin walking through the hideout, looking for her.
どこに行ったんだ、リャンのやつ。
I do a lap around the place, but don't see her. As I go to continue searching, I notice something.
あれ、ここは。
There's a mountain of junk in front of one of the barracks here. This was Akira's place. Ancient gadgets, technical magazines next to porn, disc full of private programs, terminals everywhere, just as chaotic as he was. But he won't ever be coming back to it. I stare at it, trying to hold my feelings in check.
ざけんな。俺はモルモットなんかじゃねえ。
Damn, dude. That sucks. I really like him. He was a good character. I can still see his death when I close my eyes. I've lost 2 friends right in front of me now. And unlike Yuya, I can't blame anyone else for it. I didn't get just Akira killed, but Kaira and Yosuke too. How many more people are going to die because of me?
いや、責任を取らなきゃいけない奴らは他にもいるよな。
Tachibana, Reka, and Gondo again. They're the ones behind this conspiracy. How many people have died because of their wire pulling?
アキラ、お前の死は無駄にはしないからな。
I swear to the chaotic piles Akira left behind, deep in my heart, I feel like I finally become a true terrorist.
やめろ。
Someone screams, was that Liang?
噛みつきたかったら噛みつけよ。こそばゆくていい気分だ。
And that was definitely Genha. What the hell is going on? I crouch down behind one of the piles of junk and sneak up on them.
ゲンハのやつ。
Seriously, can we just like wipe him out already? He's bearing down on Liang. She looks tiny compared to him.
なあ、仲良くしようぜ。クーボンがいなくなれば俺が次期リーダーなんだ。俺と仲良くしておいて損はねえだろ。
誰がお前なんかと。話せ。話さないと痛い目に遭うぞ。
いいじゃねえか。あのワンコートは添い寝してチューしたくせに、俺にも同じことをしてくれよ。
He saw what happened last night. She slips out of his grasp. Liang spins as she shouts, and a kick goes rocketing toward Genha.
うわっ。
I can't help but be impressed. That kick would have put an ordinary man in the hospital.
かゆいぜ、リャン。
But he's no ordinary man. Genha catches her foot and holds on to her. Are you serious? She gasps in fear. Genha smirks evilly.
わかんなかったのかよ。今まで手加減してやってたんだぜ。本気で俺様をぶちのめせると思ってたんだ。
You really think you can get away with this?
なんだって手加減って。
All the fight goes out of her. There's just terror on her face.
なんとかしないと。
I hesitate before jumping in. He blocked Liang's kick without even seeming to try. There's no way I can take him barehanded.
そうだ、武器を何か探さないと。
I look over Akira's junk pile, and my eyes stop on a steel bar and high voltage power supply.
よし、即席のスタンガンだ。
I wrap around the wire from the power supply around the bar and tape it down. Genha's still going after her while I work.
そうそう。かわいいぜ。いや。
Anyone noticing that graphical glitch? Right around Liang's mouth. He closes his eyes in bliss and sneaks out his tongue toward her.
やめろ。気でもくれたのかゲハ。
She turns away and desperately struggles to keep from him touching her, but his tongue keeps inching closer.
知ってるだろう。気が狂ってるのは昔からだ。いや、リャンのおかげでさらに頭がいかれたのかもな。
やめてくれよ。どうしてこんな。
どうしてなんだろうな。俺にもわかんねえ。俺が女を目の前にして躊躇しねえのは知ってるだろう。なのにお前だけはなぜか我慢してたんだよな。だけどそれもリアンとワンコ。トールが乳くり合ってるの見たらもうどうして我慢してたの
If
か
you
わか
were
んなくなっ
really
ちまったん
watching,
だよ。
they didn't do anything. Oh, well, this is the fucking all ages patch or version of the game, so. He sniffs at her like a dog and smirks again.
いい匂いだ。すっかり売れてよ。たまんねえぜ。
バカ野郎。なんてこと。
Her face is bright red as she cries out in shame and distress.
もうやだ。どうしてなんだよゲハ。
Her tone changes slightly. She glares at him, but there's sadness in her voice too.
どうしてなんだ。昔はそんな悪人じゃなかったじゃないか。子供の頃のこと思い出してくれよゲハ。
戻れねえよ。
What? He sighs as he answers.
戻れねえ。お前にはわかんねえよ。俺がどんな地獄を生きてきたのかよ。
ゲハ。
俺の脳みそには悪魔が住んでいるんだよ。そいつは俺が人を殺すと褒美にすげえ恍惚に俺を誘うんだ。
Is he being brainwashed? Or not brainwashed, but rewarded with that dumb shit? He whispers to her. There's sorrow in his delirious ranting. Liang's terror only returns.
そいつにそそのかされてもう山ほど人を殺しちまった。もう戻れねえ。リアンをこうするのを我慢してたのだってどうしてたかもうわからねえ。
ゲハ。
今だってその悪魔が教えてくれる。リアンの恐れ、怯え。畜生なんて可愛いんだ。たまんねえぜ。
やだ。トール。助けてトール。
As she yells my name, I jump out and thrust the steel bar at him.
くらえ。
My timing's off. The bar jams into Genha's ass, and then a moment later, electric sparks from it into him.
たまんねえ。
Jesus. His eyes roll up in his head. As he gets out a few last words before topping onto the... Wow, I'm struggling reading right now. His eyes roll up in his head as he gets out a few last words before topping onto the ground.
大丈夫か、リャン。
I help her out. or up. She's trembling. Genha's still twitching.
やりすぎたかな。
いいんだよ。殺したって死なないようなやつだから。それより気がつく前に逃げないと。
そうだな。
Liang and I run off, hand in hand. We run through a tunnel all the way to the surface, and finally catch our breath.
またトールに助けてもらったね。ありがとう。
She smiles, her hair blowing in the slums breeze, my bad. But it's a sad, tired smile. She's worn out, body and soul.
気にするな。まあ、未遂に終わってよかったよ。
本当に。どうして私なんかがこんな目に。
Her voice is trembling. I'm not surprised. As brave as she is, she's still barely past a teenage girl.
かわいそうにな。みんなひどいことしやがる。
I squeeze her hand to comfort her. She squeezes back. She is attractive, but who knows what's going on in Genha's head.
私以外に可愛い女の子はいっぱいいるのにさ。わざわざ私なんかを。
But she doesn't seem to know it at all. That must make it all the more shocking for her to be targeted repeatedly for quick secessions.
リャンは可愛いよ。おとなしくしてればな。
だったら私は可愛くないね。おしとやかにしてる方法なんて知らないからな。
Her normal mood seems to be coming back. That's at least some relief.
しかしゲンハのやつ、今頃怒り狂ってるんだろうな。戻ったら殺されそうな気がするけど。
大丈夫だよ。ゲンハには敵が多いんだ。誰が犯人かなんてわからないよ。
敵が多いか。
I don't doubt that there are. He's only in position that he's in because of how strong he is.
昔から乱暴者だったけど、あんな強靭じゃなかったんだ。趣味クラブに乗るようになってから、どんどん性格がねじ曲がっちゃって。
リャンはゲンハとは付き合いが長いのか？
長いなんてものじゃない。クーオンに一緒に育ててもらった仲。いわば義理の兄弟みたいなもんだよ。多分ね。
多分って？
A cloud falls over her face.
私、物忘れが激しい病気だって知ってるだろう。そのおかげか、幼い頃のことを何一つ覚えていないんだ。気がついたらクーオンと一緒に暮らしてた。
クーオンはリャンの親戚か何かなのか？
違うみたい。詳しくは教えてくれないけどね。まあ育ての親代わりなのは間違いないよ。
そうか。
I think back to Sukina's father. He took me in, but he's gone now too.
ひょっとしたら俺も昔同じ病気だったのかもしれないな。俺も幼い頃のことを何一つ覚えていないんだ。
そうなんだ。私だけじゃなかったんだな。
She looks up, far away into the distance. Because of the abandoned skyscrapers towering over us, you can't even see the sky.
それでも私少しだけ覚えていることがあるんだ。本当に小さな頃、私病院みたいなところで暮らしていて、そこでもゲンハは一緒だったんだ。
An image comes to my mind, prompted by her words. A hospital room. It's almost like it's my own memory.
よく覚えていないんだけど、そこで私が泣いてるんだ。ひどいことをされるって怯えきって。
I can see her crying. I can almost hear her crying. No, I can hear her crying. Adults in white coats surround her as she sobs. I can only watch, scared myself by the sight.
いつリャンにひどいことするな。
A boy grabs and bites down on their sleeves.
いて、このクソガキめ。
They grab him and start hitting him, but he doesn't try to fight back. A young man, also in a white coat, steps in, and his face immediately twists in anger.
やめないか。相手は子供なんだぞ。少しは愛情を持って接したらどうなんだ。
They stop in the face of his anger. I feel like I recognize him.
愛情だ。モルモットに感情移入したって辛いだけだぞ。
They take Liang with them out of the room. The image blurs.
怖いよお兄ちゃん。
Someone's holding my hand tightly.
大丈夫。僕が守ってやるから。
I squeeze her hand back.
トール
I quickly pull myself together. Liang's looking at me anxiously.
どうしたんだよ。なんで泣いてるのさ。
That's not anxiously. That's anxiety? No, I don't fucking know actually. I'm just dumb retard. But yeah, that's interesting. I wipe the corner of my eyes. There are tears.
変だよ。話を聞いたトールの方が泣くなんて。
She leans on me. Her hair tickles my face and blocks out the stench of the slum.
トール、怖いんだ。これから私たちどうなっていくんだろうね。
I put my arm around her and bury my face in her hair to enjoy the smell more. When I do this, I feel like I can put the unease of resentment behind me. I can escape the anger from losing my friends, and the world becoming my enemy.
大丈夫。俺が守ってやるから。
トール、
If she's with me, I can keep fighting. I hold her tight, feeling that in my heart. The battle continues on regardless.
ずいぶん寂しくなったもんだな。
Level 7 seems practically deserted. There's maybe a third of the people here now compared to when I first arrived.
食料事情も逼迫している。いずれ非戦闘員は全員避難させるつもりだ。
Oh man. They're not the only ones leaving. Rumors are flying that the army is going to attack. A lot of fighters have been leaving too. The government's gotten serious about wiping Fed though. We're down to just a few proxies left. It's easy to imagine they'll find us.
トール君、君も去りたければいつ去ってもいいのだぞ。
ここを去っても行くところなんかないからな。
The answer makes me feel lonely all over again. Even if I wanted to run, there's nowhere for me left to go. He puts a comforting hand on my shoulder.
君を戦いに引き込んだのは私だ。可能な限り、君のことは私が責任を取る。それでなくとも、我々以外にも洗脳チップと戦う者は数多い。君ならばどの組織も歓迎するだろう。
And spent the rest of my life as a criminal? I wish I could tell him no, but this is the life I choose. I think back to seeking on Wave and saying goodbye to her. I'm just glad I didn't get her dragged into this.
トール君、一休みしたら構造体のセキュリティシステムを点検してくれないか。
ああ、お安いご用だ。
すまんな。人手不足なのだ。せめてアキラ君が生きていてくれれば。すまない。失言だった。許してくれたまえ。
He looks depressed as he walks away.